Welcome to Isla de las Muñecas, or what is better known as the Island of the Dolls. A forgotten place, located in the middle of Xochimilco's canals, Mexico. Thousands of dolls hang from ancient trees, staring blankly with hollow eyes, as if they have souls of their own. There are no human voices here, only the whispering wind, rustling leaves, and strange noises that sometimes sound like whispers from someone unseen. But behind this silence, there is a terrifying tale that still haunts this island. A tale passed down through generations, becoming an unforgettable urban legend. This island used to be nothing more than barren land inhabited by a man named Don Julian Santana, a hermit who chose to distance himself from the hustle and bustle of city life. He isolated himself from society, seeking peace, or perhaps running from something that had haunted him for a long time. But one day, he discovered something that would change his life forever. Something that made him realize that he was not truly alone. He saw the lifeless body of a young girl floating in the canal, her body swaying between the calm waves. Her eyes wide open, her body stiff, as if death came suddenly, bringing along an unsolved mystery. Julian felt guilty. He believed the spirit of the girl was restless, that he had to do something to prevent her soul from haunting him. Then he found a doll floating in the canal, a tattered doll with cracked glass eyes, as if it carried its own dark story. Without thinking twice, he took the doll and hung it on a tree as a tribute, hoping this would calm the wandering spirit. But this was just the beginning of the real terror, something he could never have imagined. Night after night, Julian began to feel an invisible presence, as if something was constantly watching him from behind the dense trees. The dolls he hung seemed to move on their own, their heads tilting slightly, their hands swaying slowly even though the wind had stopped. He heard a faint whisper in the dead of night, a small voice calling his name, like someone whispering from the darkness. Gracias, the soft voice whispered, as if coming from between the towering trees. Sometimes he heard a small laugh, the giggle of a little girl echoing from all directions, sending chills down his spine. The doll's hands seemed to sway even though no wind blew, their eyes staring directly into his soul. few nights later, he heard an eerie sound coming from the canal. It was the sound of someone whispering, words he didn't understand, but they felt terrifying. The voice was so clear, as if coming from within himself. "Help me," the voice echoed repeatedly. This voice guided him to dig deeper into the mystery of these dolls, which he now believed held restless spirits. Julian became obsessed. Every time he heard a whisper, he felt that he had to add another doll to his collection. Each doll he hung seemed more alive, more real. But as time passed, something even more disturbing happened. Julian began talking to himself, claiming he saw the spirit of a little girl wandering among the trees. He said the dolls had started whispering to him, speaking in a language he could not understand. One night, after hanging the last doll, Julian was found lifeless in the canal. He was found in a horrifying state, his body floating with wide open eyes, yet empty. It was as if he had seen something so terrifying that he could no longer move. Since then, this island became known as Isla de las Muñecas, a place that haunts every soul brave enough to approach it. Most people avoid this island, fearful of the horrifying tale that surrounds it, but some still come to see with their own eyes, and discover that sometimes legends are more than just stories. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss any of our creepy stories. Also, turn on the notification bell. See you in the next video. And remember, never be alone in the dark.